Hello and welcome back to Underdog Investing. So today we're going to talk about the company LMND, and we're also going to go through some of the news regarding the recent stock offering. Before I jump into it, I'll be grateful that if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now, starting with the stock price, you can see that on the 12th of January 2021, the stock price ended up at $183. Now that's 14% up in one trading day. And as you can see in the pre-market today, the stock is down around 6.6% at $171. If we look at the longer term, in the last 5 days, the stock is actually up around 60%. And over the past month, the stock is actually up around 100%. So it's had some really good growth in the last month. Now moving on to the news about the stock offering. So LMND stock slumps on secondary offering. Insurance provider and technology company LMND announced after the market closed today that it would commence a secondary stock offering. In an S1 filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company said it would offer 3 million shares of common stock for sale. The stock fell about 7% in after hours trading on the news. So this brings me to my first point. So anytime you have something like a stock offering, it creates a buying opportunity. And the reason why is because when you have a stock offering, this generally results in the share price going down. And when you have the share price going down whilst the fundamentals of the company staying the same, that creates a buying opportunity. LMND's fundamentals have not changed one bit. It's still an extremely good, fast growth company. So moving on. LMND has roughly 56 million shares outstanding as of its last quarterly report in early November. And assuming all shares are sold, this offering will dilute existing shareholders by about 6.5%. So that actually brings me to my next point. When you've got around 56 million shares outstanding and you're offering 3 million shares, that's only 6.5% dilution. Personally, I don't see that as significant. If anything, I think that the long-term impact of this capital raise is actually essential for a hypergrowth company like LMND. And in the long run, I think this is securing the future success for LMND. Moving on. Before the offering, LMND's directors and executive officers owned 36.9% of the outstanding shares. And after the offering, the group's ownership will edge downward to 36.5%. Now, that's only a 0.4% reduction in the ownership that the executive officers have. And that's very minimal, and I see that as a positive thing because it's very important for these executive officers to remain in control, especially when it comes to things like making decisions for the company further down the line. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to mention before we finish is let's look at the lockup period. The lockup period actually ended on the 28th of December in 2020, and that was when insiders were actually given the permission to sell some of their stock. And as you can see from the stock price, let's just have a look. As you can see from the stock price, there wasn't actually any significant reduction in the share price. There wasn't a massive sell-off that people were expecting. If anything, the share's gone up significantly since then. And anytime you have insiders that aren't selling, that gives me a very good indication that they're still very optimistic about the company and its future. And it's definitely something that's very bullish when it comes to my philosophies. So to summarize the video, what I would do is I will, number one, be holding the shares that I currently have. Number two, if there's a significant dip in the stock in the next few days, I might even consider buying some more shares. And number three, I believe this is a very good point to just tell you that time in the market is better than timing the market. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I'll be grateful if you can like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. If you found it useful in any way, I'll be grateful if you can share the video. Thank you very much.